So this is part 2 of When I Met an Angel. And I swear to God, dude, this really I don't even fucking believe, like, I believe in God. Like, I know it exists. I know whatever it is, it's there. But I also know that there has to be an opposite. There has to be a fucking balance in the universe. You feel me? So it's like, if go follow that part, bro. Like, I'll follow my part. But when I ran into this, it was like a fucking train meeting a fucking another train. It just boom. It fucked my head up so bad, and I was like, "There's no way that fucking happened." Yep, it did. You know what I'm saying? One second. I'm just trying to put a song on. Something. So, fool, I got fucking arrested, right? In a domestic violence charge. And by that time, it was like my second time. And I only, like, in Arizona, you can only get arrested for domestic violence 3 times. But in Arizona, I know it sounds like I was beating my fucking wife. No. It was because we were arguing in our apartment. And if someone calls the cops, that's domestic violence in Arizona. Someone has to go to jail. They're not like out here in Texas. Well, they'll just give you a fucking chance. They'll be like, can you calm down, go somewhere? If we have to come back, then we're gonna fucking arrest you. And they'll listen. You know, go get your shit and take off. If we have to come back, no, not in Arizona. If they show up, someone's going to fucking jail. But she was the one making the money. You know what I'm saying? She was working at the hospital 2 blocks down the road. So I was like, well, fucking bitch, you put me in a position where I have to go to fucking jail. And then I found out it's a felony by the 3rd time, and I was like, fuck, I'm from Houston, I'm from Texas, I'm a different type of fucking Mexican. If I go to jail in Arizona where there's every time they walk in, they're like, are you Chicano, you Paisa, are you native, which means are you Indian, because there's reservations out there. Chicano means you were born here, and Paisa means you were born across the border. I'm like, nah, man, I'm Tejano. Because that's what we fucking call ourselves out here. Like, I'm like, nah, man, I'm Tejano. Like, I'm from Texas. They're like, you gotta choose which one you want, fool, because, trust me. And I was like, what? In Houston, fool, if I was just to say I'm a fucking homie or a homeboy, you know, Houston, that's it. I'm taken care of. Where'd you grow up at? Nigga, we fucking went to school together. You know who I am. Because I know everybody in prison and jail. Like, a lot of niggas, like 86% of them. So I was like, goddamn. So when I went there, I got in one fight, fool. That, it didn't end up for me so good. I ended up in jail. But I knew it was a bullshit charge, you know, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be out in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing that I did outside. It was more domestic. It was usually between me and my ex-wife, but I knew if she got sent to jail, like, she would lose her certificates for working in the hospital, and everything would get fucked up, so I would just take the blame. And she knew, and she would put me in positions like that, you know what I mean? To where she's like, this, like, I got nothing going on. So it was just a fucked up, abusive relationship. You know what I mean? And so it eventually came down to I go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And I already know the fucking routine. I'm not fighting. I'm just like, alright, let's just fucking hurry up. I know it's 8 o'clock, for I gotta see the judge at 8 o'clock to see how much my bond is. You know what I'm saying? So I got arrested like around 3 in the afternoon. It was still daytime. And then I just had to go, like, to fucking court. And I'm trying to fucking chill, but just even talking about this shit is making me feel weird. I need to smoke. So, I'm in my smoke shack, nigga. And I got ice cream. So whenever that shit happened, fool, like in Tucson, Arizona, it's not like Harris County where they separate the females from the boys. You know what I mean? You guys are all sitting in the same place and it's comfortable and you got like 2 fucking flat screens. Whereas like in Houston, Harris County, it was like a dungeon. There was like jam packed with homeless people and met like shermed out niggas and like just people from all over Houston just crammed in there. You were lucky if you could like cuddle up into a ball and lay down and it's cold. You know what I mean? You don't want to touch nobody. Everybody fucking stinks and shit. So it's like, well, fuck. So compared to that, this was a nice one. All you had to be like, hey, can I go use the restroom? Yeah, go ahead. Or even if you wanted to be like, you got to watch 2 different TVs, one for the girls and one for the boys. But you were like, not that, you were like 10 feet apart from each other and sitting in open places in chairs so you could look at each other and like smile and talk and be like, what's up? You know what I mean? So that's how that part goes. So that's just getting you a setting of how that jail was. So I would just go sit next to the flat screen because it's like a giant U, but on one side of the U is the girls, on one side of the U is the boys, and the phones are in the middle. Then there's a walkway between to go up to like an on ramp to go to the restrooms, and it's not that big. It's probably like 25, 28 feet across, so you're close. You can talk to them. You can hear the girls talking and like see them like eye to eye. You know what I mean? So I was just sitting on that side. You know, I was watching TV. I was like, I already know how long this is gonna take. I'm like, it's like it's 8 until 8 o'clock. I'll know how much my bond is, and we had the fucking money. You know what I mean? Like I had the money to guess. I was just like, I'll just whatever. So this is part 1, 2.